Yeah, okay, so this is episode 4 of the E-Team. Yeah, we just had our 4th session. We did like a pseudo one, but we just decided that a bunch of things happened that, we didn't really like. So we just kind of deleted it. We went back a little bit. I was fine with it. So you guys want to introduce yourselves really quick before we keep going?
Alright, so I'm Michael. I play Nimri the Succubus.
Okay, and I'm Chris, finally here. I play Hagos the Goliath.
Alright. So, we didn't really do too much today. Everyone kind of showed up late. So it was just kind of me and Jamas for a while. We did some background stuff that you guys may or may not learn about later. But aside from that, who knows?
Reassuring.
Yeah. So, basically it started out, they were kind of just going back now in Emon, kind of not doing a whole thing with with Onkegs. They just decided to start shopping around, get Georgie some stuff, and as they did, their clasp tattoos just started searing them, and they heard a very familiar voice in their head, requesting them to return back to the clasp center. It did not sound happy, and it did sound very serious. So they went really quickly, not realizing that Georgie was still with them. So they took Georgie, who had no idea about what the clasp was, to one of the clasp centers.
Yep. And then we had to get him initiated real quick after hearing the message and meeting with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So basically it was the Emerald Night, right?
Yeah. So, really quick, just an event that I want to put in, something called the Emerald Night, and if you're looking at the picture, it's basically a massive, like, aurora borealis that is, like, a very stark green, and for some reason it just makes, like, monsters around the city go haywire. And because Emon is a large source of, like, food and potential, like, treasures for their hordes, they go after it. So the Spiraling kind of like stood in front of them and told them about how, alright, everyone's going to get split up. It's, this is kind of a big reason why the collapse is around, to defend the city when it's needed. And the next night would be, a very trying times for a lot of them. And then you guys kind of realized Georgie was there. He got really quickly initiated, and you guys decided to put a tattoo on him to hide his clasp mark.
Yeah, and it was a centaur.
Yep.
Because we decided that his birthday was in January, and that just happens to be the zodiac.
Yeah. He didn't know when his birthday was, so they decided his birthday would be in January. You didn't give it a specific date or anything.
We'll go over it another time.
Anything you want to add, Michael?
I don't know. No.
Thank you for your input.
I am very insightful.
You are the most insightful.
Yep.
After you got Georgie initiated, you guys gave him a very nice tattoo. The clasp mark hidden in the bow of Sagittarius. And you guys headed out. You thought you didn't need to do any prep work until you realized Georgie didn't have armor, you guys didn't have potions, and so much stuff.
We still didn't buy potions.
You still no, because it was already just for the armor. It was already like a $30 markup for just fitting him with the right.
We just got him leather armor, and it was 80 gold just for the leather armor because we had to do it on the spot.
Yeah, it was a super rush job. So the guy was swamped. Like you saw, like he was repairing gear. He was like fitting it. He was doing just like 1,000 jobs all at once.
Yeah.
In an attempt to just make it before the night came.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys, you also met Scorpio.
Yeah, Scorpio, he was nervous constantly, but he happened to be the leader of the less experienced...
low tier group, basically.
Yeah.
That would be basically half of you guys would be working under him in the slums, the other half would be working with someone else who you didn't really meet. And then from there we just kind of did some combat. Probably the longest combat we've done so far.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
hordes of zombies.
there was 10. Yeah, there was 10 of them, all swarmed around us. It was not fun.
No, but then the best part was the orc. Or not the orc, the ogre.
So, we had to roll for perception, and we noticed this hulking figure coming out pretty far away. And it was just an ogre. And, Jamis fired a shot at it, right? Missed terribly, like always. And
damn, I'm gonna insult him on the podcast if he's gonna watch it later.
Will he watch it?
I think he watches these.
Probably.
At least the ones that he's not on.
I mean, the times I've seen him hit something are far fewer than the times I've seen him miss. But so by the time after all of that happened, and we had just finished off all the zombies, and a couple of us were down, and we had to get potioned up and back to close to our normal HP.
I think Will was still pretty hurt, or well, you were kind of Jaegering him.
Yeah, that's true. But so the ogre got here, and because we spoke similar languages, he just came up and said he was hungry, and he was looking at Travik, William's character, and I was like,
"Oh yeah,
what if?"
Because orcs love shiny things, and I think they hate dwarves. So it was basically like, I'm hungry, I hate him, and he's shiny. I want it.
Yeah. So, and he was unconscious at the time. He was down, and I was like, "What if I get you something else to eat?" And he insisted on Travik. And I was like, what about just like not him? Well, we'll find you something else. And he looked around at like other people in the group, and I was like, no, not them either. And he said he was hungry. He wasn't particularly hungry with me. He didn't want me. He wanted someone else, which was great for my character. But then Scorpio was like in the background, and I just kind of pointed my thumb at him. And I was like, how about him? And then so the ogre started walking that way. And I don't remember what happened between then.
So Scorpio like bolted backwards, and he realized that, oh, I'm not gonna catch him. So then he looked at you angrily and once again stated how hungry he was.
Yeah, that's right. And then so way off, like miles maybe?
A few miles, yeah.
So a few miles away there was the higher tier groups battling more aggressive and stronger creatures. And we've seen part of that combat, like the lightning bolt or whatever that was.
Only Jamis saw this, but basically he got blinded by some sort of light. He saw the bird just like flap its wings and like scatter debris onto the city.
A rock, by the way.
Yeah,
similar?
Something close to it, yeah.
Basically just a massive bird.
Yeah.
But so while I was trying to talk with this ogre, I remembered that, and I was like, there's bigger things over there, and he saw the bird, and there was a back and forth conversation.
Oh yeah, you're so lucky he's stupid. Like otherwise, because he didn't understand like depth. So it's like he just saw, oh, bird, I like bird, in his head. I didn't say this, but it's just like, okay, and we kept, I clapped. So we kept matching rolls. He got a 15, I got a 15, but he has a +1 charisma, and ogres have like a -3 intelligence. So he roleplayed it right, and he got the rolls for it. So I was like, all right, the ogre leaves.
So yeah, I convinced the ogre to leave, and that was
So you don't know
great.
how that ended.
Yeah, we just know the ogre walked away.
And as you did, you heard the howling.
Yeah, so then next up in the waves was dire wolves, 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty well off, distance-wise.
You guys got a round on them.
Yeah, well,
So basically all your ranged people can attack once.
all 2 of them.
Scorpio fired a shot, he just missed.
Oh. Jamis actually hit something, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yay!
He also Hunter's marked it, so that was extra, but he got like a minimum damage, a 1 and then 2 2s.
Oh yeah, before that, after the zombies and then the ogre came, it threw basically a tree at Travik and I. And did I pass the strength?
You did not. and it was basically to try to dodge it, but because you failed, but you were raging, so you took half damage.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, how did you like just take the hit? And you're like, he just pumped his chest out, took the hit, and he gritted his teeth, thinking, I look cool in front of my son. I look cool in front of my son.
Who was under a zombie.
Oh yeah, he like chest bursters his way out of a zombie,
Yeah.
and with a nat 20 too. The entire time you heard muffled screams and curses.
Yeah, Georgie got stuck under a zombie that Scorpio killed by shooting it in the head with a freezy thingy.
Ice chromatic orb.
That thing. But, yeah.
Alright, so, and from then we got to they basically got behind the tree, moved it up a little bit, and just started taking pot shots at the thing before they got there. One of them, Chris like stated like he spit, and then I was like, if they critically fail, I want one of them to slip. And I was like, okay. So it's like I was like, yeah, they did their pounce attack, a nat 20, a 19, a critical failure. I rolled severity. It was above 15. So I was like, okay, it slips.
So the third one was a bit off from the rest of them, but the first and second one pounced on Travik and I.
I mean, you guys were like up, like after the first round, your range guys basically got back into formation.
We're pretty much a meat wall. We take the hits.
Mm-hmm.
But
you better than him.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm better at soaking up hits, and he's better at just not getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But so neither of us had hit either of the wolves. It was only Jomus's character, Evergreen. That's the character's name, right? Yeah, only his character hit a wolf. And so the.
So one got a critical failure and then a natural 20 for severity. So I was like, it starts teething on his arms, and for a second it's like it goes from being like this rabid animal to like a puppy.
This is on Travik, by the way.
Yeah, this is the one on Travik. So he has like metal bracers, so it's just kind of teething on it.
And then so because I was basically taking control of William's character, I rolled an 18 or a 19 for animal handling.
Really good.
Yeah, I rolled really well. So his character ended up like animal handling this direwolf and like petting it, and he found its like sweet spot. I don't know what to call it, but where dogs like to get pet. And so it stopped attacking him. And then the one attacking Hagos kind of like didn't know what to do because the other wolf wasn't attacking. And
it looked like it was like having a good time.
Yeah, so then I tried my luck in rolling for Hagos' character. And
you didn't roll too good, but I rolled worse.
Yeah, that's what counts though. I rolled better than the DM. So
yeah.
So I got it to stop attacking me, and like I kind of found its sweet spot for like a good second. And then the third wolf finally comes up, and it's just like watching these two hulking people.
No. What was it? Will's a dwarf. He's short.
He's like stocky.
He's stocky, but he's not like you, like
okay,
massive.
That's true.
Who's
That's
like
true.
4 feet across and 8 feet up.
Okay, so besides that, the other wolf came by and it was like, "What the hell are you two doing?" Because we're just petting his friends that were attacking us, but they didn't like Jomus. Jomus tried, it didn't work.
Yep, and that's like where we ended off the session. It was a weird day. Like I think we only started at like around 2, and then we went to go like normally our breaks are a lot shorter, but I think we actually like went out to go eat, and we didn't realize what time it was. So it was pretty late when we got back.
Yeah, I mean our breaks are usually like within an hour-ish with all the driving we usually do.
Yeah.
But I mean it wasn't meant to be a big session, but I mean a lot happened.
Yeah, and so like before we kind of ended off, I mean, what were you guys like thoughts on it? Is there anything you guys wish you would have done different? Is there anything you guys like want to say?
I love talking with the people in the town, the NPCs, because our group as a whole have kind of done a lot for them. Like we I don't know how known we are because that's not something we really talked about. But like, we've helped a bunch of the religious area with temples, William's character and mine. So we got like good attention from that.
PR.
Yeah, and then I mean, like, things like that. Talking to the NPCs is great because Travik and Hagos are employed at Azov's smith shop. We'll ask him for help. We'll ask if he knows anyone else who can help us. Like, we asked if he knew anyone who could make like a pouch or a messenger bag type thing for Georgie's lion statue.
Yeah, his gold lion statue.
Yeah, because other people were looking at it while we were in our meeting. And so we went to that lady. It was strange. Evergreen didn't do so hot.
Yeah, it was another like female wood elf, and like at first it was like, do I want to hit on her? And then she tried and then got shot down instantly because like there was some roleplay stuff that went on, and I was just like, oh my god, I legit started looking for my D20 and then grabbed my D4. I was like, I don't need to roll for this. It's like, no, she's not attracted to you.
Yeah, Michael, anything from you?
I don't know. I didn't really do anything interesting, really. I just kind of hung around, slapped a couple people, ate some food, and killed some zombies.
I mean, is there like anything that you wish you would have done differently?
Or
I don't know.
In general?
Not really sure. Kind of okay with how this went because I didn't end up dying.
Yeah. So when Travik, Lynn's character, was down because I was taking over, I kept rolling under 10 for death saves throws. So he was 2 off, or he
was too down on his death saving throws.
Yeah.
And so you guys were forced to use a potion.
That was awkward.
That's a great ringtone.
Thank you. I'm driving. I'm not getting picked up. Who was that? It's my mother.
Oh, that's not good.
I'll call her back.
Alright, so...
Get ready for another ringtone in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, like, I just hope you guys have learned a little bit. Like, when I say you have, like, a day to prep, maybe think about what you need and actually prep.
Yeah. There goes a ding. Yeah, we probably should have done a few things differently, but like, we're trying to save a bit of money because...
Yeah, remember, you're not like getting like super paid for this, but there is always like that if you guys like do encounter like the rarer monsters and you get like some sort of trophy to prove that, yeah, I killed them.
I had the head of a dragon wormling, a red dragon wormling,
But then I sold it. You didn't think twice about it. Like,
I was
sorry, but like I undercut the hell out of you.
I was begrudging, but we needed money.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, at that point, was a little bit more important. But because Hagos is a Goliath, he wanted some sort of trophy. So instead, I bartered for a drawing of it, and then the signature from a higher up person who could like...
Leona.
Yeah, basically a receipt saying I did kill this thing. But because it's a member of the clasp's stamp, I can't really show it to anyone outside of the clasp.
Yep.
Which kind of sucks for Hagos.
Mm-hmm. You kind of got played, like, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of did, but it's okay.
I mean, there's always next time.
Yeah, it won't be the last time. Really, I need armor before the next time.
Honestly. Like, I'm hitting you with, like, basically everything. Like, I think you need something, like, that can buff your constitution or buff your dex.
My constitution's up. My dex is not.
I mean, buffing your constitution would be really good for you. More HP.
Yeah.
Especially at, like, higher levels.
Yeah, it would.
Like, I mean, like, 20 HP isn't, like, a massive amount at, like, level 20. But, like, when you're talking about, like, the difference between a plus 3 and a plus 5, like 40 HP, that's starting to get somewhere.
Yes.
Especially with a barbarian, which double that basically.
I never use my.
You don't use rage,
stone
right?
endurance.
Oh yeah, that too.
Rage is something I keep forgetting to add that +2.
You keep forgetting to add the +2, and you keep forgetting to say you rage before you attack, and I have to be
Yeah.
like, you gotta rage. Do you want to rage first?
Yeah. I don't know. I need to remember that rage isn't something that's constantly on. I feel like Hago should just be
it's
constantly
basically
angry.
When you go like a full round without doing something, or without someone doing something to you, then it turns off.
Yeah.
And you only have 2.
Yeah.
So it's not like a massive amount.
Yeah.
Like, and especially if you want to go like, there's some really good things if you just decide to go like pure barbarian, but there's also like actions. I can't say it right.
Action surge.
Yeah, that. It's also like really good because you could potentially get like 6 attacks in 1 turn.
Yeah, that's true. I need to level up a little bit more just to get all that good stuff, because right now being a fighter or barbarian is kind of slow up until you get feats and whatnot.
I mean, at higher levels when potentially you've like leveled up your strength. Your strength is maxed right now.
My strength is, I think so. Yeah, I think I have a
I mean,
+5.
you could buff other things
Yeah.
right now, but yeah, there's a decent amount of stuff you can do.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So with everything that we've killed today,
It's 10 zombies. That's it.
okay, it seemed like
And that's not much XP.
It isn't
I'm
much
pretty
XP,
Sure. I
but-
can look it up really quick if you want me to.
yes. But
Alright.
but with that, can we kind of go into like, did we find anything with the zombies? Because one dude was super
You guys are gonna have
buffed.
to. You guys have only started the night. I hope you realize that.
Oh God, I
Yeah.
thought.
This is.
How long
this is
has
a
it been in our?
weird thing.
Yeah, how long has it been
I'll say
so
it's
far?
been about like This is about like 3 or so-ish hours of on and off fighting. Like not enough to take a rest, but enough to like take like a breather. Like I'll let you guys roll a hit die after this,
Oh, thank God.
but like more is definitely coming.
I keep getting hit to the point where I have like under 10 HP, and I always forget to use Stone's Endurance, which I need to use more often.
I mean, you're saving it.
Yeah, I'm saving it.
So basically, they were worth 500 XP in total.
That's not terrible.
It's not
That
terrible.
means we're over 1,000 right now.
But yeah, you guys need what's 300 times how many party members do we have right now?
It varies from 7 to 4.
That's what I said. But in like the first episode,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it said. We have like 7 to 4. Like really like not sure, because sometimes we have like a duo session.
Yeah, sometimes we have like a full party here, but sometimes it's just a couple of us and we do like smaller things, like if we want to go around the town or things like that.
Basically, you guys do, rather than main questing, you side quest.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we've kind of rambled on for long enough. Any like final goodbyes?
I don't know. No, not really.
Michael, you've been so quiet. Come on.
Yeah, I don't have much to say.
I mean, you used your Mastiff in combat for the first time.
That is
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I made it uncomfortable.
Oh!
Yeah, come on, talk about that.
I forgot about that completely. So I tried to use my Mastiff for the first time, and all it really did is just run up to a zombie. Did it bite it? Did it even hit?
It bit like 3 times.
Oh.
It dealt a decent amount of damage. It like bloodied a zombie. Because Mastiffs aren't strong. I don't get why that is like a rare item, honestly. Like, it's not worth it.
I mean, anything's useful.
Like,
Strength in
I had
numbers.
to buff the lions to make it from 1 to 2, to make it like an actual worthwhile item. Because like, oh my god, like the only semi-worthwhile one is the elephant.
I want to know.
Because like, who doesn't want a war elephant?
I want a war elephant. That's the only thing I can ride.
I mean, you could probably ride a rhino.
Oh yeah, I could definitely ride a rhino. That'd be great.
All right, so you want to keep talking about how you
Oh,
made
yeah.
your dog uncomfortable?
Yeah, and then when the dog missed for the first time, I decided, hey, it would be great to encourage it, and I critically failed at doing that. Then proceeded to sensually pet it and made it step sideways somehow. And then what happened after that?
It just like it didn't do anything the rest of the encounter because like the next round it got poofed.
Yeah.
Something critically hit it and it was like more than like the 12 HP that it had.
We also learned that the gold lions that Georgie has, evidently their necks can be stretched because they are gold.
No, they can. It's less that. It's more that because they're constructs, and if you put enough pressure on them, like they can't hold themselves together. So basically, what he was doing was, he was basically forcing it together, and the
He being a zombie.
Yeah, a very like brawny zombie, basically got on one of the lions and just started like crushing the neck. The construct tried to like compensate for that by stretching it out. Eventually, it just couldn't sustain itself anymore, and it poofed.
Yeah, so we don't know how that's gonna go down.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, I'm gonna have to roll for both of your guys' items, because if they die, I think you have to roll a d20 on all the one. It loses its magical property.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, I could probably do that now.
Do it.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna. I'm not okay doing this on video. Let's see how it goes. I'm not gonna let you guys know.
Well, that's not nice.
Wow. Oh, it's bad.
Almost. Nah.
Why?
Almost.
So how long left? How long have we been fighting so far, and how long do we have left?
About like 3 hours. You guys have been. This is only like the third hour in. I'll say like every wave is about an hour.
Okay.
So this is. You guys got to wave 3, and then we stopped.
And we're saying there's like 6.
I'll say there. I'll say that before. Like, you'll probably get switched out. Maybe not. It might get tough enough to the point where you get reinforcements, but they need you to stick around.
Okay.
Hey man, I mean, it'll probably involve some role play and then some actual roles. But we'll kind of just see how it goes from there. I haven't set anything like in stone. Well, I mean, we'll kind of see how it goes with the doggos.
I want the dire wolf. I need a dog.
We need pet dire wolves.
I'll put him in my bag of holding.
Yeah, you should definitely do that.
I'll give him a bunch of bones and just be like, it's okay. We'll take you out in 3 hours.
Yeah, no, do it.
No, because you're saying yes. No.
Do it.
No.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
You're gonna make them kill themselves or something.
How would they kill themselves?
I don't know. You'll figure out a way. You'll roll.
He's gonna choke on a bone or something.
No! They're dire wolves, man. They're like super tough.
You have no attachment to the wolves yet.
I have no attachment to the wolves.
Putting Georgie in the bag.
The only reason I haven't killed Georgie is because I'm not gonna needlessly murder an NPC. Who knows? Maybe during a boss fight he'll get stabbed.
I'm gonna cry if Georgie dies. I
That's
will
the
actually
point.
cry.
That's the point,
Stop
man.
trying to make our characters kill themselves.
I don't want them to kill themselves. I want you guys as players to feel the pain.
We've had enough of that.
When?
When we murdered Georgie's friend.
Yeah, but that didn't make you guys cry.
It made me feel.
It made you feel, but it wasn't enough feels. Not for me.
Oh gosh.
When I can legitimately make you guys cry, then I'll know it's enough.
Oh gosh.
I mean, that's kind of like the point of any DM. If I can get you to the emotional point where you can't hold back and you just have to let it out, like, even if it's like tears of joy or tears of pain, then I've done my job to perfection. Alright. I think that's it. Well, that was episode 4 of the E-Team.
Named by me.
They really did. You guys showed how. Oh wait, no. One more thing. You guys met one of the members of the Sparrow Company.
That's right. Well, we were in. I dragged along everyone to Azov's smith shop because I wanted to. What even happened? Why did we go there?
I think you just wanted
You
to
just
work,
wanted to
Yeah,
work.
I think I just wanted to see if I could work. Oh no, actually my original intent was to get Georgie armor, and then I completely forgot about it, and I was like, hey Azov, where can I get a messenger bag thing? But
love that.
my main purpose was to go and see if he had like some armor laying around that I could borrow.
That's great.
Also, Azov has no idea what we do outside of working in a smith shop.
Doesn't. He just thinks you guys are adventurers.
Yeah.
Just like on the side, like you just do some odd jobs here and there.
Yeah. I showed him my receipt for killing the red dragon wormling, and I almost gave away that we worked with the class. But I don't know if I don't know if that went over in one of the episodes.
I think we talked about it.
Yeah, but he didn't even believe you.
Yeah, he didn't believe me, and that made me so sad. That was so sad. I thought he trusted me more.
I mean, it was more just like you guys are like really low level, and like it's not like it's like a normal wormling. It's a red dragon wormling.
Yeah, but it's okay. Us and the viewers know that we killed it.
But yeah, you got so he's an Asimar.
Asimar?
I forget exactly what it's called. So yeah, basically Azov got a custom order from him just to get a really simple like plate set, and that's what he's been working on for the past while.
Yeah, and then I asked if I could work today, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, sure. Can you shine this?" And I rolled really high, and it just turned out that was going to a high level adventurer who was going to go and get it.
He was gonna go get it enchanted.
Yeah.
He just needed like. Azov just gave him a good price. He didn't really, because he didn't need like a pre-enchanted one. He just was like, all right, he went from shop to shop, and then Azov just offered him the lowest price.
I made it. Ooh, that voice cracked. I made it super, super shiny. It looked so beautiful.
Oh yeah, and you guys like tried to brag about something like an enchanted item, and he just pulled out a sword. And you guys started.
Oh yeah, that was
drooling
Jamas.
over
That was
it.
a Jamas. There was runes, and I got my Hagos really wanted it. He saw runes. He didn't know what they did, but he was like, I want.
Yep.
But
And he like sheathed the sword, and yeah, the guy couldn't talk. He was like cursed. He was cursed to basically be forever silent.
Yeah. But he was cool.
He used basically like a miniature skyrite to talk to people.
He was cool. I hope we see him again.
I hope we don't,
Why?
because I don't like him.
Oh yeah, no.
Why? Oh
half
yeah, that's
angel.
right. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, you like hissed at him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hissed at him and just spent the whole time sitting in a corner staring
You
at
didn't even
him.
notice you. That's the best
Yeah.
part. So yeah, you guys basically, you guys thought you heard other Sparrow Company members with the giant flash of light that that temporarily blinded one of your members, and the bard who could be heard from like miles away.
That was That
It
was
started
funny.
as a joke, but then I was like, oh yeah, Sparrow Company's in town.
Yeah.
Like that was the reason I mentioned them, but I had forgotten about it, and then you guys reminded me because someone started like mentioning like what was it, Lady Gaga?
I'm on the edge because I was dying and I was like, I'm on the edge, and then that.
Oh yeah, you reminded me because they have a bard in their group.
I'm hoping that we meet them and that they'll sponsor us. That would be great.
I mean, there's ways, man. I mean, he was like he was one of their members, the member that you met, was like, hey, went up to your ranger, is like, can you take a punch? The ranger was like, no, I don't think so. And he's like, well, a party's only as strong as its weakest link, so I guess you guys aren't really up to it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where that conversation ended, especially because of she kept like insisting that she could still do it, even though she didn't want to like try to like just take the hit. And the worst part was it was not gonna be like lethal or anything.
Jamas is not good at using his character with negotiations.
He's so bad at doing it.
And then just to recap on the letters, he got one back from Julian.
Yep.
And not one from the king. It turns out the king is still pissed.
Yeah, I mean like reasonably so.
Well, how come every time I'm not here, you guys do something like this? Every time.
They're idiots. And you're sometimes the voice of reason.
Yeah, we have a Goliath who's got a -1 in intelligence, doing all of the talking.
Yeah.
Literally all of the talking.
Hello.
Hi.
No, Ethan. Why'd you hiss?
I don't know.
Because hissing is a good way to tell people you don't like them.
Alright, so yeah, that was, for real this time, that was episode 4.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, oh god, we've rambled on for way too long. Alright, that's it everyone.
Thanks
So-
for listening.
Oh my god, we've been talking for half an hour.
Please subscribe.
Alright, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this with anyone who you think would be interested in it, and just overall have like a wonderful day. See you guys
Ideas
next
are
time.
welcome.